Hey, let's talk about writing today. We have given you a couple questions to write about on Fridays. And usually on Fridays, you'll find that Read to Self is a little shorter and that the writing assignment is always a little longer. So, just so you know, that's something to look for. But we will probably have practice a little here and there through the week. Um, we know that you all are coming from different places and that you all have different interests in your writing, but we do want to help you grow. And we need to help you grow in some similar ways because by the end of fifth grade, you all kind of have to be in the same, um, you have to be able to at least do do some things the same. So a good thing about writing, especially in this virtual learning that we're having to do, is that so many assignments that you're doing there's only one correct answer, or there's only one way that we can have you do things. But writing can become a really personal, creative thing. So that as long as you're, following some basic rules, that the story becomes your own, the way you tell the story becomes your own. And we're just going to give you some guidelines and ask you to continue to grow as writers in some manageable steps. So let's begin by seeing what many of you kind of did on Friday. We asked you all the same question. These are samples from classmates, and we just kind of want to see what are some things that we noticed because we noticed quite a variety of kinds of answers. So you were all asked, what's it like to learn online? That's what you were asked to write about. But you can see that you all showed us that you were interested in writing different lengths, different ways to begin sentences, different spacing. Many of you also use different fonts, or you talked more about a specific topic about online learning that you liked or disliked. And so, anyway, you showed us some strengths. You have a lot of really good ideas, and it's just something that we need to help you learn to organize a little better because by the end of fifth grade, then your writing may not be this long, but it has to be a little more organized. You have to be able to type, and before you type, you would edit. And so you have to go through a writing process. This would be a lot to ask you to start doing right now. So please do not sweat that will be what we're going to start asking you to do today or by next Friday or anytime soon. We're going to work in some manageable steps. So, how are we going to get there? Like I just said, we are going to work in some manageable steps. Think of them as steps, and we are going to set manageable goals. Let's begin over here. We are not texting. So, many of you, when you answer our questions, you have answered as if we are texting on a phone. So there will not be any abbreviated responses that you'd often find in a text message conversation or even an email, because we have to pretend like we're in a classroom setting and you're writing on paper. Sorry about that, my 2-year-old. We are going to focus today on sentences. So, back a long time ago, you learned about a subject and a predicate. So, the subject is who the sentence is about, and that's a person, place, or thing. And predicates are what the person, place, or thing are doing, or the verbs. It's what's happening. So, we're going to use this chart to help guide you for the next couple of weeks. I want you to take a look at how they've described the subject and the predicate. We've got the subject as the who or the what of the sentence, and the predicate being what the subject does. But think about this, that bulldozer, it wouldn't have a job to do it without this pile of dirt. And so these two things have to work together in order to be effective. So they cannot be separated. They must work together and they must make sense. Things need to begin with capital letters and they need to end with proper punctuation. We'd like to help be your coaches here to help you grow in this department, but the practice that we're offering are some guidelines. They are things that we're going to require from here on out. So we're going to require that you can demonstrate that you understand a complete an incomplete subject, by the end of the practice on the book widget, you should be able to write a complete sentence. And I understand it may be basic. For some of you, you may wish to be a little more creative, but this becomes a new must. So we will grow from here. I will tell you the code for this video is subject right here. And I wish you luck, and I look forward to seeing you grow as writers.